Hey, how's it going? Mike Brookfield here. Just thought I'd throw a video out. It's between Christmas and New Year, so I've got a bit of time this morning. Can't believe I played that with the snark on. Oh, failure. So I thought I'd show this interesting guitar. Two of the newest things through the door, actually. I have the only pedal I used, there was a BE OD Deluxe, the Friedman dual overdrive. And I was using the heavy channel on that, but I had the heavy channel on, but the gain off. There's so much gain on it, but it's a great sounding pedal. Just straight into the computer, and then I added a plug-in just for a little bit of kind of room sound, you know. Can't remember which one, but it'll be a stock one. I'm not a big plug-in guy, so it'll be nothing fancy. So, and this guitar here is a Squire, SQ Squire from 83, 84, and I bought it on Reverb over Christmas like you do. It's quite an interesting guitar, so I thought I'd kind of show it off. Recently I've just been listening to some kind of heavier music, so those of you will know following what I'm doing. I released an album this year, Hey Kiddo, which is very old school, kind of twangy Gretches and stuff like that, which is what I love and is a big part of who I am. And I thought it'd be fun to kind of own a Strat which had two humbuckers, because I do like to teach with humbuckers, because you don't get that 60 cycle kind of hum when you're sitting around, and you can, flip from being jazzy to pretty heavy really easy. And I've never had a double humbucker Strat before, so I kind of just stumbled across this really. I think I was looking to kind of I was looking at the Shores and the Friedman guitars and stuff like that, and Pete Thorne and all of those kind of guys who play really good in this kind of heavier rock style. I'm not a heavy rock player really. I'm a jazzy blues kind of player, but I thought it'd be fun to kind of experiment. And that track you were listening to there was just something I kind of wrote this morning, which I thought would kind of more fitting to this style of guitar to give you an idea of the sound. I was just using the bridge humbucker. These are stock, they've not been swapped out or anything. But I think it's a really interesting guitar to look into. It cost me €366, and then I had to pay shipping and duty on that. So I suppose it kind of came in just over €500. So you could argue, why not buy a new one? But these old ones feel really kind of cool. It's in pretty good condition. And it's got a painted neck, I was thinking, I wonder what that would be like to play. I don't think I'm used to that, but actually I am with the Gretches. All the Gretches have kind of painted necks, so weirdly it feels more like a Gretsch neck because of that. It doesn't feel like my other Strats. But it's funny, isn't it, how different guitars can help you write in different styles there. So it's nice to have different guitars around the house, a Gretsch or something if you want to get kind of twangy. The Les Paul, which you can go anyway with, from Led Zeppelin to, the Beano album or whatever. And then this is kind of obviously more 80s kind of driven. But anyway, it's an interesting guitar. Anybody know anything about them? I don't really, I'm not really that, well up on guitars and vintage guitars and stuff like that. I used to own a 63 Fender, which was worth, 12, 13 grand and stuff like that. And it was a beautiful guitar, but it was like a bit of a liability carrying that flipping thing around. You're worried you're going to just get whacked over the head in between gigs or something, And but this, because it's so kind of cheap and, it's very light, it's kind of a nice, it's a really nice, interesting thing. So if anybody's got any information on these guitars, interesting facts to share, the pedal I was using, the Friedman is a really nice pedal. I'd encourage you kind of check that out. Again, I kind of that's the latest in through the door. So I used it on the bass as well. I used the lower gain channel on the bass, and again the gain was off, but it just gives a really nice kind of crunch. It's a very smooth sound if you want it to be. So it's not kind of, it's a really kind of modern, high gain kind of Marshally sound, as you'd expect from your man Friedman. So there you go. I hope you're all well out there. I do have lots of videos planned for the new year, so I know it's been very quiet the last half of this year, but as you know, the world is going under lots of kind of different changes and stuff like that. So I've almost finished the studio and I've been working on kind of stuff to put up there. So any recommendations, any kind of Clapton stuff you'd like to see, you know, I'll be looking into that. I know I've had No Alibis sitting on my table there for about a few months, so I'll definitely get onto that, and we'll finish the Journeyman album. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed that, and yeah, look out for these Squire SQ guitars from the early 80s. I think they can be had as a good deal, because this, you know, as I said, it came in, you know, around about €500, including shipping and all that kind of stuff. You know, you don't want to kind of like drop $3,000 on a really high-end kind of guitar if you don't know if you like dual humbuckers. I think they have reissued this Contemporary series as well recently, so you know, you could always pick up one of the Contemporary series, the newer versions as well. But you know, like my idea is like, if I like this, then I'll start looking into the higher end ones and maybe trade up for something like that. Anyway, keep it burning, and I'll speak to you soon.